Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about what is really going on the social media about the Benin Empire. As we all know, there has been a lot. Last week alone, there's been and a lot, especially when it concerns the governorship election that is coming 2024. Because people are already conversing who to present, who not to present, and there's a lot really going on. There's a lot of movement among our people. There's also some ethnic bigotry and some others insulting some uh, kings and some others. I don't want to mention, but it seems we have overcome all this a little bit. And as you all know, we have a new federal government led by Ahmed Tinubu, and the Benin is really left out of this government. I can say and I can point to that. I can point to that in the sense that I have not really seen to date a special appointment of any Benin person in those government and in that government. And we shouldn't forget, uh, Tinubu as a president is not just governing Yoruba people, nor Hausa people, nor Igbo people. There are other tribes who are even more than these people, like the Benin groups, which people now call South South, marginalized in a way. Uh, you see, in the past federal government of the president, former president Muhammad Buhari, the Benin's enjoyed a lot of opportunities being given to them by the then president, uh, signing the in case of the artifact, and also at the same time, we have a lot of ministers. We have ministers like Amechi, minister like the head minister. Then we also have the minister called Agba. I didn't even know about. You know, I didn't even know about. Although people are saying that he was a junior minister, this and that. You see, we miss a lot of opportunities. We miss a lot of opportunity to really clean up our past, and then face the future. Because if you don't clean up the past, you cannot really face the future because you will always remember uh, what happened in the past. So last week, and there was a little more about Mr. Agba in the social media, how or the way the Oba of Benin talked to him. And I want to say this to my people. Yes, uh, I would say Agba benefited from being a minister from the Benin and from the Oba of Benin. Uh, I will not say the Oba of Benin gave him the opportunity, but he make it possible for him to be a minister or a junior minister. And as of that, and Mr. Agba knew this very well. And you see, when everything now finished, we are coming back home to present the result be given to, and to present to our people, this is what we're up to. You see, uh, our ministers or the ministers we are having, apart from Amechi, there's no there's no other minister that's really live up to standard. The minister Amechi make it possible for the Benin, maybe in the future, for us to be having international airport and also to be having a seaport. But from Mr. Alba, we doesn't have nothing to write home about. And likewise, the head minister we were having was nothing to write home about. It's not about ruling yourself or doing things for yourself or doing things for your local government. You were not representing your local government as a minister. You were representing the whole state as a minister. Let it be clear to all the people that is supporting Mr. Agba. And I will say this because many people said the Oba of Benin used so many harsh words uh, to talk to Mr. Agba. As I said before, if he doesn't clean up the mess from the past, you cannot face the future, and you cannot achieve anything you want to achieve in the future, because you will always drag the past along with you to, to, to the future. And that is why it was very, very important that the Oba of Benin talked to Mr. Agba the way he talked to him. Let me see if I can find this video, and maybe if I can play any of them to you people. Okay, it's like, oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, just a moment, and I will play this video for you people to understand what is really going on, and why everything was going the way it was. So just a little bit on the.
So thank His Majesty for His love for this state, Edo State, and your love for our country, Nigeria. Your Majesty, you recall that in 2016, Edo State had only one minister in the cabinet of the immediate past president of Nigeria. But in 2019, His Majesty wrote to Mr. President to consider and let Edo have two ministers. I became a beneficiary of that bill.
So as I was saying, he benefited from all this, benefited uh, from all this uh, minister post that was given to him, with the uh, writing and the approach the Oba of Benin made to the then president of Nigeria. And you see, when Mr. Agba was saying that mission accomplished, there was no mission. He didn't accomplish any mission. You know, I think the Oba of Benin also minimized the words he used uh, for Mr. Agba. And I believe Mr. Agba himself understand that, because you represent a whole state, a whole state. There's no road, a railroad, federal road you tied, or I know you are not. I know you are not the Minister of Transportation or Minister of Works or any other thing, but uh, when it also come to things that are really, really important to the Beninese, this must fade to do something for the Benin because of selfishness. And what I learned also was that he was also a former commissioner in Edo State before he became a minister. And during his tenure as a minister, as a commissioner, so many things went wrong uh, during that period. Destruction of goods and other seizing of goods, and the beating of people by his men. That. But one thing that's really wonder me: how did this person become a minister? Who brought him forward to become a minister? I think that person also have to have some question to ask, to answer, because we cannot be doing things because of favor, because of political favor, because of corruption. And you see, if we don't get it right now, if we don't get things right now, we are not going to get it right in the future. That it's just simple. Clean the mess of the past, then you will have a brighter future. because people doesn't really understand the implication of things that we have been doing and that we are still doing. I would like to continue with this video a little bit and hear from our own brother, because I call him a brother, because that is the only the word I can use for him. See, so let's go again and see.
And happened to have become the first minister to come from the donor since 1999. So I've come to thank His Majesty for that privilege of the prayers to Mr. President, for which I'm a beneficiary. So having done my job for 3.5 years, and I've successfully completed it, I thought it wise to come back to His Majesty and thank you for your prayers, for your support, and the advice that I got throughout these 3.5 years I was Minister of State for Budget and National Plan. Your Majesty, I also want to congratulate you on the gazette of the artifact that the immediate past president signed. That the artifact belongs to the palace and the immediate comes to the As a follow-up to that, I have discussions with the Director General of the Museum and Monuments Commission. And I had made a provision of 1.9 billion in the 2023 budget for, in my understanding, the Royal Museum. However, I have found some foul play from within the commission. Once again, thank you very much, Your Majesty. As the future beckons, I pray for your blessings.
So, because this man uh, want to become a governor in the future, and people brought him to the palace to thank the palace for the opportunity that was given to him. But I want to I want to remember these people. You know, the last three, let me say the last 4 words he said, I budgeted 1 point so billion for the Benin Royal Museum. And you notice later a foul play. You suppose Benin Royal Museum. How can it be supposed? How can it be supposed if you budgeted some money for something, then that money have to be used for that purpose? And now you are telling me you notice later a foul play. A foul play from who? From where? You stand there to represent us. Nobody else. So how can that happen? So let us go on a little bit and see how the Omo N'Oba responded to him. Thank you.
I don't remember if we actually saw you once in the time came when completed part. No, remember the call water and now you in the completion. And in between, I've been sending messages to the Sultan there that he has any observations on the big. Uh, I will try to keep some as of the public domain. But however, since you mentioned certain things, I'm frustrated with them. We interacted once in a while. It's true that my intervention, my request to President Buhari made you benefit from the office you are. Thank God for that. The office you had. Thank God for that. And I was also wondering about many things. As you were beneficiary, that office just get applying. That is a big office. That's a big office. I was wondering if any one of our people were also beneficiaries from your beneficiary. Well, benefiting more. I'm saying they should tell you are here now. If there's anyone here, including the son if you brought a son or a daughter that benefited from you being in the office, they should thank you now. This is the opportunity to benefit popular. Benefit but who come and you're only benefiting one. You have white one, but get one home.
Oh, so it's really really disturbing to see how our people are so dormant that they don't even understand themselves when they are talking. You see, when you are given an appointment, this appointment is not just about yourself. Any governmental position that you are being given is not just about yourself, it's about the people. It's about the people who sent you there to go to that position to represent them. At the end, there's also a result to be presented to those people. And the result Mr. Agba presented to us was not good at all, to say the fact. Although so many people come up in social media to try to defend Mr. Agba, putting up some projects he did in his local government. You see, in his local government, on the 7-kilometer road constructed on the tide, and so many other things, 7 kilometer. That is from here to the next village, Then boreholes, almost every private individuals in Edo State can afford themselves. And you see, to date, Edo is not enjoying electricity 24 hours. But Lagos is enjoying almost, I can tell you, 18 hours every day electricity. Edo is not even enjoying, I can say, not even 4-5 hours. So the question is, why do we have all these ministers when they are useless and when they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing? Why do we have all this Senate and the representatives that is representing us if they are not performing? That is just my question. You see, before the election, everybody will be running, people will be canvassing for them. This is that. But today we can see how disgraceful all these things are. Let me continue again and see how the Obafemi address the issue.
Because the way they are all big wives, that a big prince that held a big position like this. None of them benefited from. If they benefited, they should thank you that your presence. They are saying none of.
Oh, Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
Them benefited from your office. Please, that is serious. I'm surprised. I didn't expect like a zero sort of. But I'm already benefit here. What about the rules? We benefited from the rules now. The rules are better now. That the advanced party must say, yes. Advanced party, that's in the year Abuja. We are one, the rules. I can't, that's what I mean. Please, forgive me for throwing this open. Wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìwọ, sọ́nà bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìwé náà jáde. Wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìwọ, ọ̀dà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjẹ̀rẹ̀. There was something that is bothering me about your presentation, about the presentation you made. That is the matter of the 1.9 billion which put it in the budget. True, 1.9 billion put in the budget. But I interacted with you on that matter. When I saw the budget statement, I was worried. Remember, I was worried, and I drew your attention to something in the budget statement that there is a one just an item I see there for 1.9 billion put in the budget for ICMF, but Benin Royal Museum was not mentioned in it. And your explanation was indeed the DG was coming to you and was telling you that you have to work closely with him. Closely with him. I was not so happy about it because I'm so if you know me very well, I like truth. Not 1.9 billion. If anybody here, if you also saw the budget statement, I saw it. There was no mention of the new mission in it. When you now say there's some foul play in NCMA, said there was some foul play. So everybody's here. I don't know the foul play. I don't know the foul play. And you are leaving it to me now to go and find out. That's not fair. Because you are the one that do the foul play. Let's say you really know. But if it was stated categorically from the very beginning, this 1.9 billion is for Benin Royal Museum storage facility in Benin, but to be kept either in the account of NCMM or so, because we are trying to work out the management agreement with NCMM anyway, for them to manage these artifacts on behalf of the parents and so on and so forth. They are still working on it. That will be okay. But I was
Yeah, you see how things are moving. Oh. Yeah, we see how things move so fast. You see, because Mr. Agba did something uh, like a 419 people. I will put it that way. You did something, uh, you promised, or I will not say promise. You told somebody you budgeted one 1.9 billion naira for the Benin Royal Museum, and you send this to somebody. You send this statement to somebody who is not blind, who was also educated, and he pointed this to you categorically that this document is not worthy. It's worth zero, to say the fact, and pointed it to you to correct the mistake. But you refuse to correct the mistake, and you have you have the audacity to be coming to the palace to say you want to thank the Oba of Benin for what? For the mistake you did, or the foul play you play? You know, you see, when people try to call us fool with the Benis or the Edos or something like that, when in so many ways today people call us racist, bigotry, and all that sort of things. We are not supporting any other tribe or any other ethnic uh, candidacy for the governorship. But look at this, you know. But that shouldn't be an excuse. A dope person can as well do the same, you know. A some person can as well do the same. Any other tribe in Benin can as well do the same, make the same mistake this person made, you know. And he was not well advised before he came to the palace. And if he was well advised, he should have not even come to the palace. He had even come to Benin City, to say the fact. To be saying all this mess he was saying there. Because this is mess that all come out from his mouth. You see, when we see bad politicians, then we should identify them, because that is the meaning of cleaning up the past. Identify them, make sure they didn't have this opportunity again to be in power, because this man was twice in power as a commissioner, as a minister. He failed woefully in both ways. So how can we give this person a third chance to ruin us? You know? So we have to be very, very careful what we are doing. And people who are coming to defend him, these are even worst, to say the fact. These are more worst than this person we are talking about now. Because when you see a rotten egg, remove it immediately from the group. Otherwise, it's going to spoil the other eggs that is in that group. And when you try to paint that egg as a good egg, when it bursts, then it's going to make the other eggs unuseful. You cannot use it again. This is what these people are trying to do in the social media, coming up with a list of what Mr. Agba did, and most of them were even fakes. To say the fact, they were fake achievement. You know, even Mr. Agba himself couldn't point out what he did for our people. I'm not saying he should do something for Benin, but we have federal roads, which is not motorable. We have state road, which is not motorable. We have local government roads, which is not motorable. We have erosion everywhere. And this man refused to listen to us. When will he listen to us? When he's a governor? Or when he's a president? So we shouldn't make this mistake again, bringing up such people. You see, Benin people, we doesn't really learn from our mistakes. That is why it's very, very important I play this video, because the Omo N'Oba of Benin also noticed this. because we don't listen and we don't want to reason reason more before we take decisions about the people that represent us. We saw what happened in the beginning of the tenure from Obaseki, and we saw what happened when they were preparing for the election. We saw so many things. There were so many signals, but we refused to accept these signals. And today, thank God, as our Omo N'Oba said, things are cooling down. Things are cooling down, but don't forget the next election is coming, and the chance is for you. The chance is for you to go out there to vote the best candidate that can represent us best. You see, the federal government of today, how many Benin ministers do we have? I don't think we have anyone. How many Benin sons and daughters are acting as a secretary or permanent secretary or as a junior minister or as any other, any other position? I don't think we have anyone. If we have anyone, please point it to me so that I understand. Because all what I've been reading in newspaper, reading uh, in other channels, didn't really. We're on the lows because uh, we saw what is going on in Lagos, the development that is going on in Lagos, and it's going to continue that way. And they are going to sideline us. We should know that, and that is going to be coming because these people, they know exactly how they can sideline us because President Ahmed Tinubu it's not crazy. It might be old, but not crazy. And that is one of the mistakes people always made. He's old, he's that, but he has this experience, and it's very, very important. The Beninese use their sense in doing things. It's not just gra or I'm Mesa or I'm Edo or I'm Robo or I'm Shekiri or that won't help you in any form. It won't help us in any form. That's to tell you, it can't help you in any form. It can only help us if we unite, come together, to have one voice. We mustn't even speak the same language. But if we unite and come forward to demand our place in history, then everything is going to be easy for us. But today you can see what is going on everywhere. People neglect us, see us as third citizens, not even second citizens. They are saying us as third class citizens. It's like the Westerners are calling Nigeria third world. These people are calling us third world also because of the way we position ourselves. If we position ourselves very well, I believe the Beninese will enjoy a lot is by having cooperation with ourselves. But people doesn't really understand that I will not call them betrayers, but I will call them people who doesn't learn from their past. And this is what exactly the Omo N'Oba is trying to portray to us, to always learn from the mistake we made. If we see people like this uh, ministers we are talking about, let us push them out of the way so that people who are ready to serve us, come to power and deliver to our people, because that is the only way and that is the only thing we can continue. You see? And if we have the opportunity today, and if we're lucky enough, any minister position is given to our state, I believe we shouldn't misuse the opportunity as this opportunity that the past opportunity just misused by those two people. Even Amechi did more for the Benin than the people who are living in our state. So uh, I don't understand, to say the fact. I don't understand how our people are going home to sleep and not thinking of their people. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate everyone, and thank you once again. for being with us in this organization, for supporting us, and for doing everything possible so that we stand as we stand today. And this organization is growing and is growing because of you people. So thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.